In this training, I'm going to show you a little bit about the communication tab. So if you're in a quote or a sales order, you're going to see this communication tab. This tab is actually in quite a few different forms and pages in NetSuite. So if you're an account manager or a field account manager, you would, or a branch account manager even, you would use this really regularly. So in this communication tab, you can do quite a few things. You can send an email. You can also see any emails that were sent from the system. If you click view, you can get a preview of it. You can also see any attachments sent on the email and the date and who they were sent by. If you wanted to look at files, files is the equivalent of documents in Rebo. And files is where you would upload orders, before photos, after photos, approvals, any emails that you get, change order documents, that sort of thing. So that's what you would do in files. If you want to add a file, you just click attach, not attach, new file. And then you can come in here and from your computer, you can choose a folder. And then, really, it's as simple as going into your system and attaching a file. Okay, and then there is another subtab called activities. And activities is where you would log, it kind of says down here at the bottom, tasks, phone calls, events, and here you can see the history. So here I logged a phone call from the resident that I called the resident Janice, and she wanted to reschedule. So you can see that here. And then there's also a different subtab called user notes, which is a little different. So let's show that here's a note. It says, we are trying to schedule, but scheduling's on hold. So say I got a phone call back from the customer. Maybe I would go ahead and log a phone call and say customer scheduled. And then at this point, I could put the date I completed it, not reserve a time. And maybe in this message, I'm just putting that customer called and updated access information. Lockbox is and gate code. Okay, so then maybe I just put the information of what our phone call was. She called, she gave us all the access information, and she also scheduled it. And then you see, simple as that, that was logged here. And if you wanted to, you could, click on it and take a look at the details of that phone call. Okay, so that's an overview of how to use the communication tab from a sales quote, or sorry, from a quote or a sales order.